Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Evie Yuniarti, and here I will tell you about multimodal discourse analysis. What is it? Multimodal discourse analysis is a method that takes into account multiple modes of communication and how they interact with one another. Multimodal discourse analysis is an approach that looks at multiple modes of communication, such as text, color, and image. It is a method of discursive analysis that looks at not just how individual modes communicate, but how they interact with one another to create semiotic meaning. Crash 2010 states using three modes in one sign, writing and image, and color as well, has real benefits. Each mode does specific things. Image shows that takes too long to read, and writing names what would be difficult to show. Color is used to highlight specific aspects of the overall message. Page 1. Therefore, looking at multiple modes at once elicits a more nuanced and complex analysis, especially when looking at online environments. What can multimodal discourse analysis tell us about learning and social life? Modes are the result of social shaping and bear trace of that work of constant selection in many environments. Why were these materials selected and not others? And why have these aspects of the materials been emphasized and those others ignored? These are traces of work done in response to social concern, focus, interest, need, and so on. That can tell us much about the histories of the groups, of those who use the modes. It can also tell us why two cultures may share a mode and yet make profoundly different use of that mode semiotically. That means that the reach of a mode is not the same across different societies and their cultures. As a simple yet stark example, we know that all societies use the mode of gesture. Yet how that mode is used differs vastly between, say, communities of the speech impaired and communities of people who are not affected this way. The insistence that the linguistic modes of speech and writing are like all modes, partial means of making meaning pours attention onto the role of other modes in meaning making. With that comes not just the potential, but the necessity for the recognition of the meaning made by those who, for whatever reasons, use writing and maybe even speechless than others, yet who are highly articulate in all sorts of domains of social, personal, professional life. The same emphasis forces us to rating from bottom up the notion of implicitness, and with that, of knowledge and its widely differing materializations. In short, this opens up a view on a much fuller sense of meaning and knowing. The meaning of social and professional life, of the snooker player or the surgeon, of the child playing in a sandpit or the amateur cook at home, recreating a dish encountered on vacation, now appear everywhere, and all are becoming amenable to description and accounts. In principle, this opens the windows to an encompassing and generous views of the meaning of all members of social groups, without the restricting perspective of linguistic lens, the recognition of semiotic work as agency and all modes has the same potentially freeing effects of that for rethinking forms of assessment in all domains, and in schools in particular are entirely untapped and hugely promising. That's all from me. Thanks for attention and sorry for mistakes. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.